game saved properly. Man, I'm tired. I don't know why I'm so tired, but I am. But I figured I have a bit of time to kind of do nothing today. So, I don't know. I'm just gonna record a video. I don't really know if anyone's gonna watch it anyway, but I kind of enjoy it. By the way, I'm sorry if the audio sounds like absolute, cheeks. Because, I don't really have anything better for, an actual microphone. Also, I didn't even know they had slimes in this version of the game. Hello. You know what, actually, I'm keeping you. You come with me. Actually, do I really want to wait for this? I mean, I feel bad now, but yeah, I should probably, I'm sorry. But yeah, I recorded that last video a few days ago, and I don't know, it was kind of boring. I mean, this state of the game in general, I'm not, too much of an experienced Minecraft alpha player. But, I don't really have a whole lot of ideas for what to build, so I was kind of just, mining, trying to get resources the entire time, so it was, an hour of just quiet Minecraft mining. And I was like, oh, it'd be good for steady background noise for people, because, I know a lot of people like that. I kind of like that. But, yeah, I don't think it's really viable. So, tell me if my voice is too horrible. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot built yet in this world, so that's kind of why I wanted to start recording with this world. Because I literally just have this pit in the ground and my little house. So, I kind of decorated it last time, but it's still this thing still looks like crap. Oh, shit. By the way, I have no capacity to edit these videos, so I'm sorry in advance. I'm just gonna check my OBS, because last time it took a shit on me and stopped recording. But, I caught it right away, so I didn't keep playing. But it looks fine. So I guess now I just kind of gotta have something to do. Keep mining. I don't know if I want to do that though. What should I build? Man, I have a lot of cobblestone now. I'm kind of debating if I should keep all my cobblestone in this chest down here. That might be kind of inconvenient, but for now I'm gonna do it because, I don't know, I want to be organized, I guess. Kind of to a fault. It's just gonna be the cobblestone chest. Sorry, I have chess on the brain too much. I've been playing it a lot. I was actually debating making a YouTube video of me playing chess, but I'm not really that good at the game, and also I don't have the premium, so there would be ads playing on the banners in the website, and I don't really want to gamble on that because I've seen some shady ads, just in general online, but just YouTube even lately. I've noticed they gotta get shit handled it's bad. I don't know why I'm talking about that. Let me cook some iron. And I guess just sit here because that guy come out. He's gonna try to murk me. Oh wait, I do have leather. Okay, I'm gonna make armor out of leather. I don't know what else you can do with it in this version of the game. It might actually be its only use. I can't think of any other things in the state of the game that would happen to use leather. Is that my most efficient way too? No, I should probably make a helmet. You know, it's a good thing I've played this game for so long that I have the recipes memorized in my head, even though I used to play on Bedrock where they crafted for me. Like, I'm sure I don't know like all the recipes, but all the basic stuff I can like, you know, I know. Because there's about what items actually are in this game, which I actually kind of like, and also kind of don't like. It feels very like raw, but like in a kind of cool way. At least compared to the modern game where it's like flashing like over the top visuals at you all the time, trying to be like, oh my god, look at this game, it's so I don't know, it's so animated and cool. Like if you look in the launcher, it's got like a bunch of like, you know, like the fancy like cartoony is like, I don't know, this is like Minecraft, but it's like for people with an attention span beyond 30 seconds, you know, kind of vibe, I guess. I don't know. I wanted to try playing on these older versions for a long time because I had seen like YouTubers that had made content about them and saying like, oh, you know, they're still really fun actually. And now that I have a proper computer, I can do that, and then I can record it and show people in very terrible quality videos because I don't have editing software. But you know, if people do watch, like even like, I don't know, I don't exactly expect people to watch, but if like, say like there was like 5 people that watched and commented, I'd probably just look at what they're commenting and like try to build it. I think that'd be kind of fun. I wrote that in a sign in the last video, but like that video has like, that video and I'm assuming this video will have 0 views in like, for like months, you know, they're probably not gonna get any views. Which I don't mind, it's not really a problem. I don't expect to get like 10 billion views, but you know, even like, it'd be nice even to have like 1 or 2 comments, but I'm sure if I keep like uploading, I'll probably get a couple of people. But I also don't blame people for not watching because, you know, there's other stuff to watch, like Mr. Beast, because, you know, he makes videos that are so good, that are so amazing, and definitely so worth my time. It's like snorting fucking cotton candy watching his videos. Ugh. Anyway, why am I talking shit? I can't even edit. Actually, I think he edits his videos too much. Like, for fun one time, I'm clearly I'm not a Mr. Beast enjoyer, but for fun one time, I searched up a Mr. Beast video and I clicked play on it, and in the first like 15 seconds, I counted like 30 different jump cuts, and I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm never watching this again. Ever. Like, dude, what the fuck? Like, how do they? It's like they expect that people watching are like hyperactive moths that need like their brain poked every 30 milliseconds so they're gonna stop watching. Also, I forgot. Yeah, I don't really like that style of YouTube for the most part. A lot of my creators that I like to watch are a lot more like laid back, or at least like laid back now. You know, like some of the YouTubers I watch, like Markiplier said, they're kind of like older now, so they kind of like chilled out a lot when they used to be like trying to jump on the latest trend. You know, that race has become a lot less like fun on YouTube. That's something I noticed as well. I don't know why I'm delivering a video essay on YouTube all of a sudden. My point is, I like YouTubers that kind of just like do what they want to do. And they're not always trying to be like, oh my god, attention, go, go, go. So, that's what I'm doing. I guess. I don't know. It's funny I say that, but I'm also playing this game when it's like been like a soft trend to like bring this, like, you know what I mean? It's like, there's been like a soft like trend of people talking about alpha Minecraft being good lately, so I mean that's what inspired me to start playing it. So it's kind of funny I say like, oh, don't follow the trends, but I'm kind of following it. But I don't really care because I like playing Minecraft. And I just realized I've been talking so much that Oh, I made so many of them. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Oh man, it's so funny. I was saying earlier, like, oh yeah, you know, I kind of know this game like the back of my hand. I know all the recipes, and I make a stack and a half worth of torches. Oh god. To be fair, I did have like a 3-hour math exam this morning, so you know my brain was kind of like deep fried. Also, I wasn't even gonna make a torch. I was gonna make a shovel. Oh my god. Fuck. I shouldn't be swearing. If there are kids watching this, go away. I say no words. Because, you know, I don't care. Did I also use up all my sticks? I did. I'm gonna run out of wood. It's a good thing I think I grabbed a fair amount of wood at the end of the last video. Also, for some reason, last time, like, I know, like, people always say, like, especially, like, the older versions of Minecraft, there's, like, always, like, some kind of, like, creepy ARG thing going on. I've also liked to watch a lot of those old videos of, like, people that will create content of, like, old Minecraft and make it, like, scary. But, yeah, apparently that paranoia is affecting me because last episode, it was, like, I kept, like, if you notice, like, if people watched it, I kept, like, turning around, just, like, staring, like, look at how ominous that is, and then there's, like, rogue pixels that come up in the walls every now and again, and I was like, oh my god, it's spooky. Nah, I think I was just being weird. Yeah, like I said, I do need ideas for what to build, because I don't really know, like, because Alpha, it's very fun because it has, like, a very, like, cohesive, like, put-together style. You know what I mean? It's, like, one of the main talking points they talk about. Like, the YouTubers that are like, oh my god, Alpha's actually better than modern Minecraft. I'm not really gonna throw my hat into that debate. I'm just gonna say I like it. I think it's good. But the problem is, with these, like, older versions, is, like, you know, with the new versions, there's always, like, a goal to work towards, right? Like, you know, get to the end, kill the dragon, that kind of stuff, go to the nether. In this version, it's very much like I said, a lot more like raw in design, where it's kind of just like, you gotta find your own thing to do. It's like kids playing in the dirt outside. I guess. You just gotta invent your own imagination. Invent your own imagination. God. Invent your own entertainment. There. I said it properly. I'm just gonna make a couple of axes so I can go a bit further. Also, last episode, I kept running into lava, like, a bunch of times. I think I ran into lava probably like 3 or 4 times while I've been down here mining in my totality. Yeah, is that how you say it? No. Totality. Not totalitarian. That's a totalitarianism. That's a dictatorship. That's a different thing. I don't know why I rant so much. Is this? I guess this is what YouTubers do. They just rant. I mean, that's what I've seen most of YouTubers. What they just talk. I guess they don't talk about like the way I'm talking. I don't really care. I'm telling a story. You know, I could tell stories. I could make stories up, but I don't want to make stories up. I could tell like funny things that happened to me. But the problem is, all I've been doing is studying for exams. I really should be studying for exams right now, but I have a couple of days from now to my next one, so I'm not too worried. It's actually crazy to me, like, we'll talk about this hypothetically, okay? So, I'm, like, you know, you spend a whole semester of university, and you're like, sorry, hold on, there, I just gotta move around in my chair. I was falling down progressively over time. Well, like, say you're doing, like calculus, right? That's what I just had my exam for. You're doing calculus. And your exam is valued at 50% of your grade. 50%. Like, that, am I crazy? Because, like, it's so easy to point out, like, is that even like really like what's the point? You know what I mean? And I know the point is like monetary, you know, like some schools they get paid based on how good their overall grades are, but like as someone who's learning, like as an institution that's meant to teach you, does it make sense when like proportionately speaking, 3 hours is equivalent in time to 4 or 5 months worth of learning? You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. Like, how is a 3 hour exam period worth 50% of your grade? Because by that logic, if you had a 6 hour exam, then you would just know everything you need to know for the whole course automatically. But you don't, because that's unrealistic, right? Like, isn't that kind of crazy? Like, I don't know. It's crazy to me. Because, you know, I'm living it, I guess. I don't know. I've also chilled out a lot more. Like, I've taken a lot of exams. So I've kind of like when I was younger, like in high school, taking exams, I would always like be like super freaked out, especially if I wasn't as much studied up. But nowadays, I'm just like, nah, I don't really give a shit. Like, you know, I'll study, I'll practice, I'll try to do good, but I won't like worry about it so much. You know, like if I know I'm doomed to do bad, like I'm not gonna beat myself up over it. You know, because at the end of the day, like I still have time to learn it. You know, I'll just have to learn it another time, kind of thing. Because sometimes like the way the deadlines work in schools, it's just like it's impossible to get everything done. Other times it's completely my fault. Like I said, I'm addicted to chess. I'm addicted to Team Fortress 2, and I've been playing this a lot as well. So you know, a lot of times it is my own fault, and I'm sure a lot of people have to work on that. But a lot of people being me, including me. But like you know, a lot of the time it's like not my fault. Like I'll be working, like you know, a really good like I don't know what I'm saying. I guess like school is supposed to prepare you for jobs, right? Like it's crazy. Like they can't decide whether it's supposed to either prepare you for a job or like actually teach you to be like a good human being. You know, because if it's meant to prepare you for a job, then why does homework exist? Why does supplemental like extra material exist? Because if you're working like a normal like 9 to 5 job, I'm pretty sure once your shift ends, you're done. But if you're in university, I know I shouldn't be complaining about it because I'm lucky to be in university. A lot of people in the world they can't get to university, so you know I am fortunate for that. You know, don't miscount me on that. But like, it's kind of weird how if university is meant to train you to have a job, or if school in general is meant to train you to have a job, and you're going there for 8 hours a day, you know, and then they give you 5 hours of homework. Like, where's that time? That's a whole ass 24. Like that's almost a whole ass 24 hours. Like it's kind of insane. Like they expect us to be robots now. And I say that while I'm playing Minecraft and not studying. But like I said, I gotta take a break sometime. You know, I studied like till like 11 o'clock last night, and then had to get up at 7 to go do an exam for 3 hours, and then just got out of the exam. So, you know, I'm gonna do what I want for a while. Man, I don't know why I'm just like ranting about my life. I don't know why I'm doing that to like strangers online. I apologize. I mean, unless it makes for like entertaining content. Like, I don't know. Because I'm happy if people like what I'm making. Because honestly, it's kind of that's another thing that I find really interesting is, I mean, I guess it works, but like, do people like do people above like the age of like 6 years old or 8 years old actually enjoy YouTubers when like all they talk about is money? Like say like I don't know, Logan Paul or Jake Paul. Like do people actually like enjoy watching their videos when they're like as formulaic as possible? just for like the purpose of like just farming the algorithm to make money? I mean, I don't think so. Like, my favorite YouTubers are like, I don't know, just like a bunch of random people who just make what they want because it's fun for them, you know? And sure, you make money, it is a job, but like that's not their entire focus, you know? Like, I don't know if anybody watches, like, his channel name is Kadikarus. He's an English guy. But, like, he makes really awesome videos. And sure, they only come out, like, once every couple of months, but, like, you know he's cooking that entire time. So, you know, like his channel is incredibly successful. Like, he made a TED Talk about how he changed his mentality when it came to making videos, and it rescued his channel. And it's like, yeah, it's just because he started making good stuff. Like, screw the algorithm. People will watch you if your stuff is good, you know? I guess. I don't know really what I'm saying. Anyway, I guess my, shoutouts to him from my 5 subscriber YouTube channel. You're doing a good job. Yeah, I've also been watching a lot of like I said, like Gotham chess. It's kind of where I got my start from chess, like in chess from. And lately he's been really active in this series where he's like trying to become a grandmaster. And sure, he's been doing it for years and he hasn't become a grandmaster yet. So it's kind of like Valve promising Half-Life, or not promising Half-Life 3, but people thinking Half-Life 3 is going to come out. And then they show Mega Man at the Game Awards, and I fucking slam my hand on the table. But, yeah, like, Mr. Gotham, he's been, like, I'm genuinely really, like, excited for him, because it seems like he's been locked in terms of, like, actually becoming a Grandmaster. And, I don't know, for some reason, I'm rooting for him, you know? Because a lot of people, like, they say he couldn't do it. But lately, he's been, like, in a completely new state of mind, it seems, where he's been, like, locked in. He's having more faith in his ability to play the game again. So I'm like, yeah, you know, like you do it. I'm excited for you. I know it's kind of funny because, like, you know, we're just viewers watching him. Like, we don't really know him. Like, you know, like, it's a completely parasocial thing. But, like, you know, I'm still rooting for him. Like, I still want him to succeed. Like, I'm probably never going to actually, like, get to know Gotham Chess, but I can still be happy for him if he does. Excuse me, sorry. If he does become a Grandmaster. That's staying in the video. That burp is staying in the video. I am very sorry. I literally cannot cut it out. I just have OBS running, and I don't know if there's, like, editing softwares I don't have to pay for, so it's, like, the best I can do. Like I said, I'm just recording for fun. I'm just talking. Seeing if I can get, like, a couple of people. Because honestly, like I said, I don't really care, like, how many people watch. But, you know, this is fun for me. So I'd like, I probably, I don't know if I would just keep making videos if literally nobody watched ever. But, like, even if, like, 5 people watched consistently and were interested in what I had to offer, I would be very happy making videos like this. You know, because either way, I'm still going to be playing these games, so it's fun to, like, have a conversation, you know, with yourself, I guess, sitting in front of a camera. I guess not a camera, because I'm not recording my face, but recording my voice in my, you know, my that. While people do whatever, eat cereal, eat breakfast, something. I always like to have a video on while I eat. I've grown like so used to that now. I feel like it's not really like healthy. Like I have like a kind of like, you know, like problem with watching YouTube a bit too much, I think. But like you just get so used to it that it's like quiet is difficult, you know. So I've been trying to change that as well. I've been trying to like be more focused with my studying and stuff like that. Like put my phone down and stop scrolling YouTube shorts, which is like, why am I admitting that I watch YouTube shorts? They're not even like good most of the time. So, you know, that's why I like playing games like this as well. Like right now, normally I would be playing and I'd have a YouTube video in the background. Like, you know, to entertain my thoughts while I, like, entertain myself while I entertain myself, you know? Like, it's kind of ridiculous, actually, now that I think about it. Like, I'm watching a screen while watching a screen. But that's the reality for a lot of people, I'm sure. Not just me. So it's like, this is kind of therapeutic for me as well to record these because, you know, I don't want a random YouTube video playing in the background and get, like, copyrighted or something. And also because that's not, like, a good thing for a viewer to listen to. Much like this is probably not the best thing for a viewer to listen to, but I don't know, maybe I should stop selling myself short, you know? Maybe this is like, someone's like on the edge of their seat right now, being like, yes, he's mined the 50th piece of cobblestone this episode. But I don't know. I just kind of enjoy, like making something on the internet, you know? There's something, like, since I was a kid, I've loved the idea, you know, like the old-fashioned YouTubers and the old-fashioned YouTube videos. There's something about them. Especially with Minecraft. Like, I don't play, like, I used to be, like, a Bedrock guy. But, as soon as I could get away from Bedrock, I ran away. Because, I'm sorry, Bedrock people, but, like, we are the cucks of the Minecraft, like, ecosystem right now. Like, Mojang will just, like, roll out whatever bullshit they want to roll out to make more money. Well, not Mojang. Microsoft will force Mojang to do that. And we're always the guinea pigs every single time. Plus, we have the worst performances, the most bugs. So, you know. Like, I'm sorry, but Java's better, in my opinion. Not in every single way. Bedrock has some things that are better. But, like, just, like, as a, like, I don't know, as a game, I feel like Java is more safe from the over-corporatization that Bedrock's gotten so far. I mean, I heard a thing lately where they changed the Bedrock UI to, like, I think they, like, hid the settings and made the marketplace button bigger. Like, if that doesn't tell you what they're aiming for with Bedrock, I don't know what will, you know? I mean, that's just, like, gaming in general a lot of the time nowadays, so, you know. That's why I play Team Fortress 2, because even though it is, like, one of those, like, loot box kind of games, it sure as hell isn't as intrusive. What the fuck? I think a creeper fell into lava through the wall somewhere. Yeah, that's what that sounds like. I'm not gonna find out where that is. I don't want that business right now. For whatever reason, I've had, like, if anybody knows, like, the song California Dreamin', but, oh, Gold, that's a new one, by the Mamas and Papas. It's like a very, like, 60s, like, almost like stoner sounding song, but I kind of like that kind of music sometimes, every now and again. And anyway, just like the last couple days, like yesterday, I had that song stuck in my head all friggin' day. I've been listening to it because it's the winter right now and it's sad and cold outside. Yeah, I go through phases where I will, like, listen to, like, certain songs or certain bands, like, a huge amount and be like, yeah, that's my favorite song. And then I'll switch it up. But some bands are more consistent for me than others. I'm not really a pop music fan. So, but, like, I like a lot of, like, older, kind of like rock stuff. Like, I guess if I were to think of a band, like I like AC/DC a lot, and Metallica, those kinds of bands, rock, metal, that kind of stuff. And one of my favorite bands. Why am I just jumping in and out of this hole over and over again? I'm like recording a podcast, essentially, what I'm doing right now. I'm recording a very, like, terrible podcast on my own. But, you know, like I said, it's something for me to do. Takes my mind off exam stress. But yeah, I really like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Because like I said, like, I'll go in phases. But for whatever reason, my brain just really clicks with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And they've been, like, at least in my top 10 for, like, a few, like, I think even a couple of years now. Like, since I found out about, like, you know, their existence. It's like, oh my god, I didn't know drums could sound this fucking cool. Yeah, I was a bit behind to discover a lot of those really cool bands. Because, like, for a long time, like, my music tastes have changed a lot since I've moved away from Spotify. And I've, like, started actually, like, buying music, and I discovered, like, you know, like, what I actually, like, really like to listen to. Because before I listened to, like, a lot of, like, electric dance music and shit like that when I was, like, younger in high school. And yeah, if I were to listen to a lot of the stuff I enjoyed when I was that age, I'd be like, what the fuck is this shit? Because now I listen to, like, old man music, kind of. No offense, it's cool old man music. Like Deep Purple. I love that friggin' album, Deep Purple Machine Head. It's one of the best, like, friggin', like groove albums. Like, when I first listened to it, I was like, this is when I was like, this was probably like a couple of years ago when I first got this album, this CD. And I first listened to it, I was like, oh, you know, it's not as good as I was expecting it to be, you know, it's got no punch to it. Like, you can tell it's, like, very 60s, very of the time. I listened to it again, like, when I listened to it again, like, here, and I was like, holy shit, why was I such a dumbass? This album goes so hard. Like, if you're expecting Red Hot Chili Peppers, sure, it's not Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like, of course it's not. But, like, I can't really describe it. Like, the vibes of it are so good if you like that kind of music. Like, more like Led Zeppelin-y, I guess. So that's, like, also one of my favorite albums. Like, Highway Star, very, very cool song. So, like, and sometimes I'll be playing, like, Team Fortress 2, and I'll see, like, also my phone just went off, sorry about that. What? It vibrated, but there's no notification. Oh no, it's a chess.com notification. Okay, like, I'll be playing Team Fortress 2, and someone's username would be, like, Highway Star or some shit like that. Like, they'd reference, like, one of the old bands I like. And I'd be like, oh my god, they know, they're in the same club as me, kind of thing. I don't know. I also recently have really enjoyed, like, the song Jukebox Hero by Foreigner. My friends played it for me. That song, like, unironically goes really hard. It's probably not, like, my favorite song of all time, but it got stuck in my head pretty good for a while. It's one of those songs that like I said, I just listened to for for a few days straight. I don't know. Music is fun. I like old music. New music, I'm not, like, a lot of the newer artists, I'm not, like, I'm not a huge fan of. I like the stuff where, you know, like, you can actually hear the guitarist absolutely destroying their fingers playing the solo as quick as they can. That's the kind of shit that's, like, really fun for me. Also, Queen. Queen is, like, consistently one of my favorites as well. Just because, like, I don't know, they just have like a really, I'm sure I'm sure. It's like a 99% chance, if there's anyone listening to this, that you've listened to the band Queen before, like Bohemian Rhapsody. You know what I'm talking about. That shit is amazing. Transcendent, even. Man, I wonder why there's no ambient music playing. It's usually like the fun parts, the nostalgic-y parts. But yeah, it's kind of strange. Usually, yeah, like usually there'd be like an ambient song playing right now. I don't know. I'd actually be curious on this video if like there are people that watch and they like Minecraft and they've liked Minecraft for a while. I'm curious, like, because I know Minecraft, like especially like the older era of the soundtracks, like the ones from these versions of the game, like C418 soundtracks. Like I know a lot of people are like they associate with them with, oh my god, I can't talk. I'm sorry, guys. But like they're associated with like nostalgia, you know? And I'd be curious to know like what people's like most nostalgic Minecraft track is. Because for me, one that always like gets me is My Song Venus. I can't really describe why, but I'm sure if you're watching this, you've probably heard it before. That song is very very my childhood, you know? I'm sure it's a lot of other people's childhoods too. Like watching like Dan TDM. I don't know why I'm talking about this stuff. I mean, if you're listening to me, thank you, I guess, for being here. But I won't mind if you click off, you know? I won't know, don't worry. The YouTube algorithm, it won't snitch. At least I don't think it will. You'll make me sad if you click off. I'll cry right now. Sorry, I'm still a bit sick. I'm also very excited too because after this term ends, I will be able to get my N64 set up here to play with play with my friends and stuff. I think it's gonna be really nice. Like I what was I coming here to get? Shovel. Yeah, I fancy myself a bit of a like retro game guy, right? As you might guess by me playing this kind of retro game. It's a bit retro-y, right? But I have like a few like old Nintendo consoles, and right here with me I have my NES set up while I was here for this whole part of the year, but it honestly hasn't been like the most fun. And I'm thinking for like if I have multiple people over, I'm thinking the N64 would be much better because I really want to get Mario Party, like any of those N64 Mario Parties, because they look really fun. And I have Mario Kart right now. I have the Mario Kart and I have the first Super Smash Bros. And those are already really good. But man, Mario Party with 4 controllers, you have a bunch of people over. It sounds really fun. So I'm excited for that. Assuming I can find a copy of it. That's like the first big difficulty. That's kind of the thing with a lot of retro game collecting now, though, because you'll like go to a store or you'll go on eBay and you'll look for certain games, and the prices are just like absolutely through the roof because like the greedy bastards have caught on to the fact that it's popular now, so they're gonna try to gatekeep it behind a wall of like $1,000 a copy. And it's like, I don't have that kind of motion, you know? I mean, just to be completely honest, you know, I'm in university, I'm kind of broke. But, you know, I'll try to find it. It'll be fun. But yeah, if I start seeing like any interest in these videos, and if I actually like, you know, like commit to buying an editing software or something, like if I actually like want to make more videos, I don't know if I will or not. I mean, you know, it's kind of like I said, I ain't got no motion, but you know, I do enjoy doing this. So like, maybe if I see enough, like if I see any like requests for it, if people like ask for it, like later down the line, you know, if like more than, you know, 0 people watch these and they say things, if people would be interested, I would also be happy to play like Team Fortress 2, like I said. Although I do warn people, like if there are like Team Fortress 2 experts that watch me play, they will probably be pissed off because I'm like not good. It's like one of my bucket list games. Like before I had a computer, I saw like Uncle Dane's videos and Lazy Purple, those fellas, and I was like, oh my god, this game looks so awesome. I really gotta play it. Turns out it is very awesome and it is very fun to play. But I don't have a huge amount of experience playing it yet because, you know, like I said, I only just like started. So I will probably play like shit and make people that actually know the game upset. So I'm sorry about that. But if someone would enjoy watching the like somewhat Team Fortress 2 beginner experience in 2025, I guess 2026 soon. Oh god. If they'd be interested in that, I'd be happy to do it because I do enjoy the game a lot. I recently unlocked the cloak and dagger for the spy. Oh my god, it makes it so much fun. When you can actually like stay invisible forever. It hinders your ability to walk around, right? It makes it so like if you're going fast, your cloak will drain faster. But if you hold still, you'll gain cloak back. So like you can kind of just like sit and wait and observe the enemy for the perfect time to strike. And like I'm not much of a spy player, but if you roll the dice and you get like that perfect moment when you can just go in and with the your eternal reward or whatever you're using, and just like get a bunch of backstabs, oh my god, man, it's so gratifying. It's very fun for me. That and Engineer. I enjoy Engineer a lot too. Soldier and Demo Man aren't really as much as my cup of tea. Especially not like Demo Man. I don't know. He like just like the way like his playstyle is advertised doesn't really appeal to me because it's kind of like slow in a weird way. You know what I mean? I guess Engineer is also kind of slow, but like his projectiles like don't really appeal to me that much compared to like other classes like. Actually, I don't even know. I don't know. Team Fortress 2 opinions. Kind of weird. It's like a 18-year-old game. So I'm sorry if I offended you for saying that I don't really like playing as Demo Man that much. But if you're a heavy weapons guy fan, I do enjoy playing him, even though he gets killed a lot. Like a lot. Like he's slow as hell, but like if you can like get yourself positioned properly, if you can like get yourself set up and you know what you're doing and you're in the right ranges on the right map with heavy, you just clean house. Like that's it. The entire team is melted. It's very fun. Also with heavy, it's kind of nice because you feel like you're like the anchor of the team. You know, like he's very very slow, but you're like the morale guy. You're like screaming like, "Come on, we can do this," kind of thing when you're playing. I also like playing medic too. Medic is kind of like more chill. Well, actually, I don't know which one's more chill, engineer or medic, because it kind of depends on how you like to play it. But if you're playing like, yeah, I guess medic's not very chill because people will be calling for you like all the time. And then if you get killed, it's like, 15 seconds of people just being like, medic, come on. I don't even know you're dead, so I'm gonna yell for you anyway, and you can see it and you can hear it, but you know that you can't heal me. So, but I hear both medic and spy are known for driving people insane, so I hope I can avoid that. But like, I don't play very competitively, so I think I will be fine. Honestly though, I should probably like try Demo Man out a bit more. Because he's like my least played class so far, and I'm approaching 100 hours in the game, which is not that many, like I said. But like, yeah, I should probably actually give him a try, because I kind of like wrote him off just by like watching other people play him. He doesn't seem like the kind of class I'd want to play. But I should probably try him. Because like, that's kind of actually, honestly, maybe it's more of the fact that people say he's super busted that I don't want to play him. Because everyone's like, oh my god, he's so overpowered. His sticky bombs do like 10 billion damage on the point just immediately. I'm like, yeah, I see that, but like, I don't know. I kind of like the challenge, you know what I mean? I kind of like being put in a scenario where I'm disadvantaged and having to science my way out of it, kind of thing. I guess that's also kind of why I like engineer. Like I've watched a lot of, like I said, like Uncle Bane's videos. So I think as I play, I'll probably naturally go into that playstyle where I don't just like sit around, but I'd actually like do things. Like go on the attack, use the shotgun, get good at aiming, that kind of stuff. Because it is very satisfying when you're able to like lock in. Like sometimes I'll have like random moments where like for the entire day I can't hit shit, but then I'll lock in and hit like 5 meat shots in a row and just obliterate somebody. Man, it's fun. It's such a fun game. Compared to like Overwatch, like I played Overwatch for a bit, like years ago. Instead of Team Fortress 2, because like I said, I didn't have the capabilities to play it at the time, and I was like, oh, that's probably close, right? No. No, man, no. If you have not played Overwatch before, I want to take your experience. I want to live in that experience. I don't want to know that I've played Overwatch. I heard Overwatch 1 was better, but I started like during the free-to-play era of Overwatch 2. Like, I know I'm probably like mad because I wasn't even good at it, but like, no, it just wasn't fun. Like in Team Fortress 2, I don't care if I get 50 kills or if I get 0 and 20 million deaths. You know what I mean? I can still enjoy the game. But with Overwatch, it's like everybody's screaming at you like all the time to be like, oh my god, you gotta do this, you gotta do all that when you're playing this character. Also, it doesn't help when like certain classes just inherently feel like they can't do anything. Like, I know like Team Fortress 2 has matchups, right? Like, say like you're fighting a heavy as engineer, and it's like, I probably don't have a very good chance of winning. But at least in Team Fortress 2, you have a chance of winning. But if you're playing a character like, I don't know, I don't remember the names. If you're playing like Ashe, and maybe like I said, maybe this is just because I was bad. If you like Overwatch, I don't know, I'm sorry. I could be wrong. I could give your game a second chance, take it with a grain of salt. I didn't play Overwatch that much. But like if you're playing as like Ashe and the Reinhardt guy comes after you, what the fuck are you gonna do? you just die. Like I'm pretty like you can't unless he's already like at 20 health. Like Team Fortress 2, the damage numbers and the health numbers are a lot more tight. So like if a heavy comes after you and he's revved up, there's a chance you can like snake his shots and do enough damage to put him down. But like in Overwatch, in my experience, it's like impossible to fight like a heavy class as a light class. I know that's like intentional, but it doesn't feel fun, you know? Like you have to work with your team. I know it's a team-based game, but I like the independence of Team Fortress 2, where there's a little bit of like people are kind of off doing their own things, but they also sorry, it's nice. I'm just gonna stop talking for a second, rest my voice because holy shit, I'm a yapper. So I think strip mining is like probably, in these versions, probably one of the better ways. I know it was like nerfed pretty bad in like newer versions of Minecraft because you have the massive caves of all the loot, but in this version, it's kind of just like, I mean, there's a lot less like different types of stone blocks, right? So I'm sure like the probability technically of like a diamond spawning is probably higher overall. It stands to reason, if there's like less different types of like decorative blocks and doors and things like that in caves, then it stands to reason that there would probably be a higher chance of ores that are useful as well. I also love the fact that like I said, I don't really play new versions of Minecraft, like Bedrock and Java, but I love the fact that it took the Mojang developers, like, how many years was it since Copper was introduced? It took them like 2 or 3 years, I think, to actually like give Copper a real use, and they made it armor. And it's like, yeah, I know, of course it was probably gonna be armor. Why wasn't it armor from the beginning? You know what I mean? Like it feels like, I don't know. It's kind of crazy how for like the longest time, like I don't know, maybe I'm the odd one out here, but like who actually gave a shit about copper? If you're not like a builder who is like, yes, I have another wide variety of colors and decorations to use in my building, which I understand. You know, of course, that's like a whole part of this game as well. People like to build, and more variety probably is better for them. But like, if you're a survival guy that likes to just like kind of do whatever, like me, I'm not that good at building. Why would you be excited to find copper? You know, it had when it was first introduced, I'm pretty sure you could count its number of uses on like one hand, a half of a hand even. And that's actually, yeah, that's why I think it's part of the reason as well why they doubled back on adding the copper golem, because, you know, it would actually add a use to copper plus the armor. So now, like, copper I think is in a much better place, but, you know, I'm still not gonna be like, oh my god, it's poop, it's poop colored. You know, I'm not gonna be like over the moon for that. It's not really poop colored. It's poop colored if you've eaten like something very unhealthy, but I don't know. I'm sorry, that joke was a bit immature. Like I said, my brain is still fried from doing exams. But yeah, I don't know. the copper, the way materials work in Minecraft now, like in modern Minecraft, is very different from the way they work in these versions. Because, you know, number one, there's more of them, but also I feel like there's a bit less of like cohesion, if that's a good word, cohesion between like the stuff that they're adding. Because like I know like the Pale Forests, when they brought those into the game, those are like, you have to like go out of your way to find those kind of things, you know? And I feel like that's their mentality with a lot of the stuff they've been adding. But recently, like I said with the copper update, it seems like they've changed their mentality more to being like, you know what, we're actually going to make a change to the game, and it's going to be like significant. Also, did I miss the hole to go back? Probably did. But yeah, it seems like all of a sudden, like since like they realized the community was pissed about the mob votes and all that stuff, it feels like they've been gradually trying to like actually make their updates like more substantial. I mean, sure, the Pale Forest or whatever update it was called, it's cool. It's a cool update. But also, I must have not went far enough. Yeah, like it's a cool update. But if you're just like casually playing the game, you're most likely not gonna see it unless you're like a diehard player like I was, and you like go out of your way to find whatever new thing they add. Actually, no, that's kind of a lie because they released the Nautilus and it's the same mentality. You know what I mean? Why am I asking? They're gonna be like, yes, I know what you mean. They're gonna say that to me right now. Sorry. Actually, I don't know. I'm having a conversation, you know? I'm having a hypothetical conversation. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I just know if people are listening, you know, I'm assuming they'd want me to treat them like, you know, like they're listening. Respect you guys, right? Because I'm sure you guys have your opinions on what I'm saying right now, and I'm sorry if I'm making you guys upset, but like, you know, I think what I think. Or also, if you agree with me, I mean, that's pretty cool. I feel like, anyway, what was I yapping about? I'll get back to what I was yapping about. The Nautilus thing, right? Like, that kind of feels like, it's a cool idea, right? Like a water mount kind of thing. But it feels like it's another one of those additions where it's like out of the way. You know, like it's more common than say like the happy gas. But I feel like it's almost actually like a bit too overpowered. Like I think a lot of those like specifically like transportation related updates, I feel like a lot of them since like the Elytra wings came out, whenever they came out years ago, I feel like a lot of them have been kind of aimed at like almost like trying to balance it out, like make it like less appealing overall because there's more options. When they could just buff the movement speed of minecarts, which I think they did a little bit, but like not enough. If they did that, then like people would actually be like using the Elytra a lot. Elytra. I feel like people would be using it a bit less if they just did that. But instead it's like, oh no, you gotta go find this random mob in this one random biome and feed it this one random decorative block item that we added or something to make it tame. You know, that's kind of what I'm saying. It's like, it feels like the game isn't as like tied together anymore. I think that's why. I think that's what a lot of the reasons that the like alpha YouTubers were like talking about like why alpha's actually better. And it's like, I don't really care if alpha's actually better or not. I just like it. You know, I just like the idea that everything's kind of like built with itself, built with everything else in mind more. Like, I know in modern Minecraft they still like pay a lot of attention to those decisions, of course, but